Hi, welcome to the channel. Today's video is titled Alex Thomas warns rappers on how to move in LA to avoid getting robbed or killed. Interesting. We're going to check this video together and I love your thoughts and your contribution in the comments below. Let's dive right in.
So let me ask you this, you being an LA guy, how should you move in LA if you're a rapper?
Here's what I say, man. There's good and bad in every city.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Right? By the grace of God, I would just say the last 25 years of my life, at least 30 cities a year. Easy. Just doing stand-up, right? And yes, it's a blessing being a comedian because we don't get approached the same way rappers do. You know, rappers get tested. They'll pull up for you in the grocery store. Yeah, that shit you was talking about on number 3. About how you roll up and you have 50,000 in your pocket. You always got the Glocks in the heat. People get tested. People don't come up to me, comedian. Yeah, that's funny shit you said the other day. If anything was like, can you tell me the joke right now? You know what I mean? We're not targeted like that, right? But you have to move smart and accordingly in every city. It's like hood politics 101. If you're somewhere where you don't know anybody and you solo, even if it's one or two of you, you have to respect the territory and the land you're in. If you respect them, I'm pretty sure they will respect you back.
Exactly.
But when you go somewhere where they don't know you, you not from there, it's just the way that it is. First of all, why are you over even in this area? What made you want to come over here? You know good and well, especially nowadays. With the internet, it was different when I was coming up in the 90s. I didn't have a navigation to tell me, you might not want to go to this neighborhood. You know what I mean? You might not want to wear your chain at that club. You might not want to mess with that chick that lives on that block. You know, we just kind of knew what we knew. But now you got the whole internet to really have a good idea if it's safe for you to go here or there. You know what I mean? But I feel like also with rappers, the energy you put out, you get tested and that energy comes back to you. I never had a problem whether I was in, New Orleans, Brooklyn, whether it was Compton, Tacoma, Washington, or Chi-Town. I pretty much can go the places I want to go because in a way it was nothing but love with me. But if you're a certain type of guy and you put out that energy, it's kind of like you reap what you sow.
Exactly. Because the song, the lyrics, even the videos, the lifestyle, you got it. Again, like my people will say, when you go somewhere, don't behave like you have arrived. Because some people always mistake that. And when they say you have arrived, don't go there and say, oh, you're here. Let everybody notice you. Where is the bowling place in town? That's not how things works. First of all, you have to use your tongue to count your teeth. What do I mean by that? Count the bridges. Again, what do I mean by that? Survey. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. What do I mean by that? You will try to understand. At first, you come on the level, that you're not used to. You have to come to the nitty-gritty level to understand the basic of how that city or that town works. Then when you're slowly finding your footing, when you have settled in, you can arrive. But other than that one, when you are Johnny just come, you want to arrive. That's not how it works now. Everybody, people know these things. Lots of people know these things, but it's just because some people have this kind of forming mentality in English. Some people have this kind of like bragging personality. So when they go somewhere, they want to like own it and be like, okay, everybody should notice them when stuff doesn't even work like that. That's not how things work, right? Ordinarily, when you go somewhere, you have to act accordingly. And yeah, what you said is the truth. And many people should be listening to this rather or paying attention. Because lots of people fall the mistake and fall victims and be like, oh, or get surprised or get shocked when the deed happens.
You want to act that tough on your album? You want to act that tough and that gangster on your Instagram. Okay, now you here. Now what you gonna do? And
Exactly.
unfortunately, a lot of guys have fallen short. Unfortunately, I hate that it's black on black.
Hmm.
I hate that what it's got, what it's come to. In some of the cities that the murder rates are out of this world. The Memphises, the Detroits, the St. Louises, the Phillies. You know what I mean? It's a shame that there's so many murders amongst black on black, like from 16 to 25 years old. That's that. Let's just be real. That's that young dumb age. Everybody's trying to be tough. Everybody's trying to be ignorant. Okay, it's unfortunate that they go to other cities and those things happen. I don't condone the whole "you got to check in" thing, but I'm not a street dude, so I can't speak on that. But it was real. You know what I mean? But then again, guys asked for that. Because let's just be real, Art. If you really wanted to move below the radar, you can. You
This.
really can go wherever you want to. Nowadays, that's on you that you want to post where you're going. That's on
Yeah.
you that you want to flash that you got $400,000 on you right now in a $2 million chain, and you're about to be up at such and such in an hour. You don't think these dudes are going to pull up on you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank
a
you,
lot
sir.
of times, bad things happen when that happens. Like me and my wife and guys my generation, my age, it's kind of like we laugh at it and we can't believe it. I'm coming from a generation, I don't like people to know if I got an extra $20 in my pocket. And I could buy the club if I wanted to.
Mm.
I can buy this house right now if I wanted to, but I don't come off as, ooh, I'm just, yeah, I have a couple of nice pieces of it, but I'm not overboard. You get what I'm saying? Guys that are overboard with it, it's like you're asking for it. It's unfortunate
Yes.
when I'm on Instagram and I see dudes, when I see dudes that get robbed or I see dudes that get killed, and then I go back and look at what the energy he was putting out. You almost want to go, I mean, what did you think, bro? You spoke this stuff. You spoke about that in your lyrics. You
Exactly.
talked about that in your raps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Did that gangster really pay off? And again, not knocking gangster rappers, because I don't want anybody to come at me like, no, you brought the topic up. I'm just saying what I'm gonna teach to my sons, what I'm gonna teach to my sons, because I have two sons. I have a 10-year-old son, and I have a 7-year-old son, my daughter's 10, and I have a 5-year-old son. Certain things, I'm gonna let them know everything that I know. So you don't have to go through what I went through, or you don't have to go through what's happening out in these streets right now. We're not going to bring that type of attention to ourselves. I want you
Yes.
to be able to go anywhere you want to go and enjoy your life and not have to have your head and your neck on a swivel every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? That's not comfortable. That's not cool to have to roll around with $1 billion worth of security because of your mouth.
Exactly. And again, this is common knowledge. And I don't think this is just only for rappers as well. This can also go for influencers or content creators who potentially put out some stuff out there. Because especially some people who also update their location in real time. I'm like, how do you do it? How do you do it? Because we now is everything is crazy, and yeah, I understand what he's saying, but I'm bringing it back to like just common knowledge, right? Again, drawing too much attention to yourself, what it do, is it worth it? Yeah, majority of the time, just when it gets in going somewhere new, settle in first, then survey, count the bridges that are around there. When you've counted the number of bridges that are around there, what do I mean by that? Make sure you know things, your surroundings, what is going on and what is not, the do's and the don'ts. That's what I mean by counting the bridges. You know the do's and the don'ts. Then, but still, since you're relatively very new, you don't need to draw unnecessary attention to yourself. I wish people would know this. People will live peacefully, right? People will.
So I don't know if I got too deep. I don't know if I got too deep on you
No,
there.
you didn't, sir.
Nah, I mean, you keeping it real. But I will say this, though. I mean, you've been having money for decades and decades. Most of these rappers is new money, so they don't know how to act with it.
I will say
True.
this, and I learned this from pimps. Pimps say, if you knew better, you do better, right? And you have a great point. Yes, I've been fortunate to be able to do this for a long time, right? Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, because I was saying this before he was even in the game, but he made it a statement, and that's this is a marathon. It's not a race. You know how many guys I started out with and maybe jumped out the box and out the boxes quicker than I did, but they're nowhere to be found right now? I realize, are you in this for the long run? Or are you in this for a one hit wonder or just quick to make some quick money? But I get it, man. Us as people, we come from nothing. We come from the mud. I get it.
Yeah.
So the young brothers that are watching this, I hope they're listening. I'm not downing them. I'm just saying, bro, like a lot of them don't have mentors. They don't have that big brother. A lot of them, grew up with no dads in the house to tell them, what the hell are you doing?
Yes.
Why would you flash $50,000 cash and you still living at your mama house? How you gonna have $50,000? Your shoes, you got 30 pair of Louis Vuitton shoes that cost $1,500 a piece, but you don't even pay your child support, and your $50,000 car is sitting on the front lawn. Your priorities are wrong. Go buy something, own something, have your own place. But it doesn't make any sense that you have $50,000 and you're not even taking care of your child support.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
or you're not taking care of your responsibilities. But then again,
Mm.
I'm a responsible guy, and this is what I'm gonna tell my sons. You get what I'm saying? I'm just talking about me and mine. So again, anybody watching, I'm not knocking y'all. I'm just throwing out some things you might want to hear from a real OG.
God bless you, sir. And this is just the truth because lots of people may not understand the significance of what he's saying or what he shared here or how huge this is. Because most of the time, lots of people don't even get the chance to exactly don't have mentors or don't get the chance to know these things. But truly, this is it. Use again, I will say use your tongue to count your teeth. When you go somewhere, don't behave like you have arrived. That's just it. If everybody will be happy, don't behave like you have arrived. Priorities. People need to understand and get their priorities straight. I don't think there's any big deal or brainer with to that. Again, thank you so much, sir, for sharing this because lots of people really need to pay attention to this. And for me, I'm not only putting this for just rappers, it can be relatively to anybody, right? Because there are some people who like live their life based on off of social media. They are on live 247. People, the public knows where they are going in the next hour and the next minute and stuff. Everybody know privacy and big ups on that privacy. Sometimes, like lots of people really don't know. They even you might think they really, or sometimes lots of people really don't care. You might think they care, they don't. Some people just want to use that as an avenue to be like, okay, remember, crazy things are happening. Who sang that song? Somebody sang it. But again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What is said here is real advice or good advice, rather. I love your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.